Traders, today we have very special video. First of all, we reached 500 subscribers.
Whoop whoop.
Whoop, whoop. Yeah. So, and through that, I have a very special quest today. So back in the days, 2016, I was in my journey around this world, looking something, and I met a person. And right now, he is my very good friend, and I'm calling him HappyGuru.
HappyGuru. I'm Sadhguru's evil twin.
So since that, we've been basically best friends about 7 years now, a little bit more.
Yeah.
And through last, let's say, 2.5 years, 3 years,
2.5, 3 years now.
we've been talking about trading and trading philosophy, people around it, and try to find similarity patterns about human behavior actions and trading actions and all this whatever is happening in this through the chart what we see.
Yeah, well, I mean, when we first started talking about this, I had no idea what trading was. Didn't know what a chart was. I remember vividly our first conversation, and you were explaining to me what was going on, and I was going, oh yeah, man. I can see this, I can see the push, I can see the pull, and I was explaining things in terms of how people behave and what the patterns of people are.
Oh yeah.
And from that point on, we haven't looked back. Have we?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
The two fit together so well. The trading is built on people, and now we put those two things together, and it's looking good.
Oh yeah. So, because right now we are doing that video and we don't have our subscribers and Discord community questions because it's kind of surprise right now. But I have a question for you right now, like maybe a little story about you. Something, who you are. We know you are HappyGuru. But a little bit about you. What how you see the world or how you see the trading?
Oh, that's two different things.
It is.
But then we find out they're the same thing.
Yeah. More deeper you go, then you understand.
Yeah.
It's all came in the same way.
Well, I guess I was same as anybody in this world. I was lost.
Yeah.
I had lots of questions and no answers.
Yeah, exactly.
I was just surfing life.
Yeah.
And that was working good. But I never had a mentor. And I was just surfing life. Fortunately, I was pretty good at surfing, so
yeah,
I managed to survive. But then I took a bit of a tumble, and I really started looking at what are the big questions. Why are we here?
Exactly.
Who is that bearded man in the sky? Think of a big question. That's where I went.
Yeah.
And as through that journey, I realized the importance of meaning and the way we behave with one another and how it affects everything. So just dive deep, and I'm still on that journey. Still a beginner, really.
Yeah, true.
Every day I'm learning something new.
Yeah. Whole life is learning, to be honest.
But asking the questions. That's the important thing. The answer doesn't matter.
Yeah, the story, how you get.
How do you get to the answer?
Yeah,
how do you get to the answer? Because as soon as you have the answer, you have another question.
Exactly. Yeah.
So the answers aren't as important as the questions.
True.
And if you have the discipline to backtest, to hold those questions in your head, so You don't just go off randomly without any discipline and I'm going to explore this. This looks good. Let's do here.
Yeah.
Let's listen to this. And you need a thread that weaves its way through that whole tapestry that you've created in your head.
100% discipline. Yeah.
So that discipline then that's the back testing.
Oh, yeah.
You ask the question and then you look back at the previous patterns. How did it happen here? How did it happen there?
Yeah.
And you explore those, and it's been very interesting having somebody else doing that exploration with me. Especially somebody who is so simpatico. We share a common sense, mindscape, and we're able to explore those questions without blinkers. We're open-minded.
True. Yeah.
And finding the relationship to trading with philosophy and human behavior has been eye-opening. I mean, the charts were just gibberish to me when I first saw them. I saw the patterns. I could see the urges and the movements. I understand what they meant. Greed, need, all that kind of thing.
Oh yeah.
But exploring the technicalities of trading and then putting them with the emotions of human behavior and the drives, it's been super interesting. And watching Professor Doji grow has been an amazing thing to watch. 500 subscribers, people. I mean, woof.
Yeah.
No marketing, just put a video out there, see what happens, and here we are, 500 subscribers. It's been an amazing journey to watch.
Yep. So, that's the next question. What do you think about trading?
What do I think of trading?
Let's see,
think of trading. The think of trading.
Yeah. So let's say example, how you found the similarities through your journey right now, where you are walking, and now for the new element of the trading, what you see the similarities. And we already talk about, you already say a few similarities because the human behavior and all those patterns, but maybe something what you truly see. Because like you said, the first time you see the trading, the charts, it's like, what is going on there? But you see straight away something, patterns and everything. So overall, what do you think about trading? Or for example, do you see yourself one day be a trader?
I definitely see being a trader as a way forward. But I see it as a way forward mostly because I can see trading as being freedom for me and my family.
Oh yeah, most important thing.
My friends.
Yeah.
The reason I'm so invested in trading, or beginning the trading journey, I should say, that next step I'm going to be taking now is more to do with finding a way or coming up with a strategy that I can use trading to give to my children and grandchildren, so that they can build a foundation for themselves that will allow them to build anything they want in their lives. The safety and security of not having to worry about the everyday anxieties of life.
Yeah.
It'll give them complete freedom to explore and live the best lives they can. So I want to trade so that I can give security to my family from now and forever forward. Wealth building.
Oh yeah, that sounds solid.
It's not the money. I mean, the money's great, don't we?
Of course, yeah.
But in its truest sense, it's not about the dollar bills. It's more about the wealth that it's going to give my family, and then the wealth.
Yeah.
Once that wealth is created, it's then built upon, and then the legacy I leave behind will be safety and security for my family to be the best people they can be.
Oh yeah, 100%.
You know, that we're all, everybody's restricted by, not everybody, but the majority of people are restricted by the jobs they take. You know, they're hamstrung.
Yeah.
They have dreams, they have ideals that they want to chase, and they can't do it because they're just tied down, bogged down by the mortgage, by the job, by the stress of.
Yeah.
I mean, there's nothing wrong with hard work. I'm not saying I avoid hard work, but put your work in the right place where it's going to be productive and move you forward.
Yeah.
You know, you stand still, you die.
Yeah. Yep.
Not really a definitive answer as such, but you know.
Yeah.
Something.
We're gonna build up right now something, you know, because we don't have, you know, it's gonna be a surprise for viewers and.
Hey, it's a surprise to me.
Yeah. I'm like, yeah, man, let's go up. Let's have a podcast. Come on now, 500.
500 subscribers.
Yeah.
Whoop, whoop.
Special. It's it's been nice journey. So I'm gonna, like, all those questions are very normal and about trading, so I'm gonna have another question here. What do you think about how we can improve the trading, or let's say how we can build some kind of trading edge on yourself, where we can start doing something, or especially, let's say, if you're a beginner, you know, how to understand, because trading is, most people think trading is something, you know, on out of the space
Out
thing.
of reach.
Yeah, out of reach. Yeah.
Well, it appears to me that trading is the same as any other industry. It's hidden behind words.
True.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Trading is simple. Trading is two people coming together and exchanging goods
Yeah.
or services. You know, that's trading.
Yeah.
You have this, I have that.
Yeah.
You want this, you want that, I want this.
Yeah.
And what's the value we place on those two things when we exchange it?
Yeah. True.
Now, everything you see in trading, everything you hear about trading is words and jargon, and it's inside language.
Yeah. True. It is.
And I think the way that you and I have been looking at or at least the way I've been looking at trading through talking with you, is trying to simplify it down to its, you know, translate all the language into something everybody can understand.
Yeah.
You know, without all the confusion. You don't need to learn somebody else's strategy. You'll never win money. Win money? You'll never be successful at trading if you follow somebody else's path. Because I guarantee you, they might give you a strategy, but they're not going to give you their edge. And it's that edge. It's that edge that keeps them alive in the trading business.
True.
I mean, all you ever see is people joining prop firms or starting trading first, and you know, within a week they've lost their account.
Yeah.
6 months later, they've had 5 accounts. They're banging their heads against the wall and don't know what's going wrong. They're following all the instructions.
Yeah.
Do this, do that, do it this way, do it in this time frame, blah blah blah, and they're still losing and they can't work it out. And it's driving people crazy.
Yeah.
So that comes down to, what's the difference? Well, the difference is the edge. And what is the edge? The edge is your understanding of the screen that's in front of you.
Exactly.
I mean, the screen doesn't mean shit. It's a bunch of numbers going up and down.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's shown as a candlestick. Sometimes it's shown as a wavy line.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's shown as a spiky line.
True.
A million different ways of looking at numbers going up and down.
Yep.
You know, it's what is your interpretation of those numbers?
Yeah.
I mean, we've got the Candlestick Bible, which, you know, it's super useful, and it's true. that's the candlestick Bible is that's the human behavior.
Yeah.
That's what the candlestick Bible is.
True.
You know, you see a big long candle that pushes up. Well, there's a lot of energy there,
Yeah.
and it's going in one direction. It's, you know, you can interpret that any way you want. You know, how do you describe that?
True.
Then you look at the candles either side of it, you can tell if that energy is, you know, if it's a fake out, if it's somebody manipulating. These are all human behaviors,
Yeah.
but they're being described in the language of trading.
True.
So we need to understand the human behaviors that make these patterns before we start describing the patterns.
Yeah. True.
Everybody's. It seems to me that most people, when they start trading, are looking at it at 180 degrees. They're looking at all the descriptions and the words. They're not looking at what's underneath that, the meaning of all these things.
Exactly. That's the big point there.
It's the same in any industry. Any industry you join, they have their own language. Whether you're going to be a doctor, an engineer, an architect, whatever job you're going to be,
Yeah.
you've got your own language.
100%.
And that's just words.
True. Yeah.
You know, it's still a person underneath doing the same thing. You know, pick that up, put it in that hole.
Yep.
You don't need to say, you know, you need to leverage that weight using at this ratio, and no, it's just pick that up, put it in the hole.
Yeah. Be yourself.
Simple, just simple. The simple underneath all the complex.
Yep.
That's how I see it, and that's how I'm going to be trading.
Yep. It's like most people, what they do right now is they see something in internet or social media and they just pick those words without no thinking and they start using those words. But most people don't think what that word actually meaning and looking behind it or front it or use that word in different places. How it's gonna backtesting that word in different places, how it's built out. Most people don't do it. They just act that words and go in blindly almost.
I mean, it's quite a problem today. Let's take it into a social context. I mean, look at the world today. It's polarized. People are on one side or another. There's no middle ground. And how has this come about? It's come about because people are hearing words from the TV, from the internet, from the newspaper. They're hearing words and learning those words, and that's on the front of their mind, and that's what they're using.
Yeah, true.
They're not understanding what those words mean. And I'm not talking about just the definition of a word. I mean, what does that word mean in that context? What is the behavior underneath that?
True.
And it's, you know, we don't get taught this in school. It's the Socratic method. It's critical thinking, and it's hard work. It is hard work. It is hard work. Yeah. But nobody uses it. They just repeat. They just repeat what they've been told. Yeah. This has come from a person who I respect. Therefore, I'm going to take this as the truth and speak his. You're speaking somebody else's truth and not your own truth.
True.
Because you haven't examined it and looked at it.
Yeah.
And back tested it.
Exactly. Yeah.
You know, well, where's the point in throughout my life where that word has been used in that context?
Yeah.
And what does it look like? You know, this happened, at this time this happened, this time that happened, or where you saw it happen somewhere else with somebody else. This happened, that happened, that happened. People don't put in that effort to explore that. They just take the word as given to them as gospel.
Yeah.
And
true.
This is the way things are.
Exactly.
I've been told this, and that's the way things are. Well, no.
Yep.
Ask questions.
Yep.
The more you ask those questions, there's more solid the foundation that you stand on is going to become.
Yeah.
You know, you're not standing on sand. It's not shifting. It's you know for certain that it is that thing because you put in the hard work to dig it up. Through all the shit you've been through in your life,
yeah,
you've dug through to find those gold nuggets.
100%. Yeah. And that's the path where I walk and where you walk, where we met. loads of questions, loads of words, everything different, and that's the path where we are.
It's been work. It's
walking
been work.
that direction, and just.
I mean, now when we talk about back testing. I mean, we've turned. I mean, we're using the term back testing because this is a trading video, but we back test in terms of, we have a conversation now, and the conversation is a 4-year-old conversation.
True. Yeah.
We don't just speak words.
Yeah.
It's based on something we started talking about 4 years ago, and every time we talk about, we're reminded of the previous conversations.
True.
And how solid they were, or how shaky it was at a certain point. And then when we find out something's shaky, I mean, that's the best.
That's the best, exactly.
Because then we learn something new, don't we?
Yep.
It's not the same all the time. It's just more and more fine tuning all the time.
Oh yeah.
But our back test, that's how we back test in normal everyday life with our thinking.
Exactly.
We talk about a subject and we're referencing a 4-year-long conversation in that talk.
Yeah.
That's our back testing.
Yeah.
And this is the importance. Professor Doji says it to me all the time, and I see it and I realise the value of it. The back testing in trading. You have to prove you see something. You see a pattern. You interpret those figures on the screen a certain way, or somebody tells you that this pattern, this configuration, it means a certain thing. Well, don't take his word for it. Go back and test it.
Exactly.
Every time you see that pattern, what happens? Every time you see a pattern here, what happens?
Yep.
Put in the work.
Yeah.
And that's how you're going to build. That's how you build your edge.
True. Exactly. Yeah.
And
True.
this is the way we have our conversations. We started off. Feels like 10 minutes ago now. We started off. What is the trading edge? And that is the trading edge.
Yeah. Every time when we talk about those patterns, what we build up through those years, it's like scrambling the muscle memories.
Yeah.
Give a fresh breathe there. Underneath that.
Yeah, well, I guess you could call that the discipline, isn't it? It's like when you exercise, that's the discipline. You do the same exercise, or you go to the gym, you do the same exercise over and over again. But every time you do it, you get a little bit better. You tweak it a little bit.
Yeah. True.
You understand which muscles. By the time you've done it 1,000 times, you understand if you turn your wrist a certain way, you're going to get more of a burn in these muscles.
Oh yeah.
You lean forward and lift and do the curl. You're going to get the burn in these muscles, and that's where you understand the fine tuning, the back testing.
Yeah.
And then hopefully one day it all becomes muscle memory.
Better be.
Better be. And that's kind of, that's when you've truly got an edge, when you can trade in the flow.
That's the best one.
Yeah, I always see that as the ultimate reality.
Yeah, that is.
Living in the flow.
Yeah.
And the flow isn't what you do. The flow is how you fit into your reality.
Yeah.
So how do we fit into the reality of trading? We have to find the flow and put ourselves in there.
Yeah, we have to find our own flow. Yeah.
Well, the flow is the flow. How do we fit our how do we fit our flow into the flow, the natural order of things?
Yeah.
There's always a pattern.
Yeah.
Whether it's a meta pattern or whether it's specific to that one thing you're looking at.
Yeah.
It all fits.
Yeah. Oh, I'm looking right now at this one. What do you think? 6183 test? Let's see what's going on here.
That's definitely 2/3 of the way down.
Ooh.
There we are. Oh, look at that.
Yeah. We have some rejection there. Holding nicely right now.
Well,
but overall price is totally in all-time highs. No wicks above it. But still looks actually solid. I'm gonna hold that above here. So let's see what's going on.
I think it's going to take a while. I mean, apart from the patterns, the technical patterns you can see. I mean, we're in a we're in a very strange place at the moment with the elections in America and so on.
Yeah.
And the effect that's having on the trading world is, you almost can't. Well, I mean, you can calculate it because the numbers are right there in front of you.
Yeah.
But how much energy this has, it's really hard to tell. You know, there's an equal and opposite reaction to every action.
True.
So where do we find that?
Yeah.
And how long will that reaction last?
True. Yeah. Where the exhaustion and fear is coming in, or opposite sides, where the greed is kicking in.
Well, in terms of the economy and financial trading, if you like, the financial world, we're looking at 4 years worth of planning going on right now.
Oh yeah.
Now everybody's going, okay, plan C, boys.
Yeah.
We didn't think Trump is going to win the election, but now he has. We got to. What are we going to do?
True, yeah, because the dollar is going whatever direction right now.
You got half the world, if not more than half the world, fighting the dollar with the BRICS countries.
Yeah.
You've got Trump coming in and trying to save the dollar, and you know, what's he saying at the moment? He wants he's going to put tariffs on all countries selling in America. Everything coming into America is going to have a tariff now.
Uh-huh.
So he's going to take the tax away from the Americans, from the people of America, reduce their taxes, and he's going to tax all the foreigners.
Oh, okay.
That's what he's saying.
Uh-huh.
And then he's saying to the foreign countries, if you don't want to be taxed, build your factory in America and hire Americans to build your stuff and sell it in America. Then there's no tax.
Oh, that's interesting. Yeah.
I mean, it's not a bad idea, and it's having a positive effect around the world.
True. Yeah. Right. Yeah, right now dollar is going all the way back here.
Well, this is the other problem now. I mean, you were looking at the Dixie chart.
Yeah, that's weekly.
I mean, who knows what's going to happen with the dollar? I mean, it looks like the petrodollar's dead, and the brick, or whatever they're going to call the new BRICS currency, international currency, don't know what that's going to be, but I mean, it's going to be based on gold. You've got all the banks around the world buying up all the gold.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. It's going to take a few weeks before things settle down. We've got an idea which way it's all going.
Yeah, definitely.
But in the meantime, I mean, trade the 15-minute charts.
Yeah.
Look at human behavior.
Yeah, in the meantime, like Bitcoin is breaking all-time highs, Dow Jones all-time highs. I don't have the S&P and the Nasdaq here, but right now everything looks just super bullish, especially every pair what is correlated with the UST.
I mean, it doesn't matter what your political views are.
Yeah.
The fact that Trump is a businessman, and you know, when he's got his hands on the steering wheel, the economy does well.
Oh, yeah.
Whether it's true or not, or whether it's the people who work for him, it doesn't matter. It's the reality that people see.
True.
They see Trump being successful at business. Now Trump's president, leader of America. America's going to be successful at business.
Yeah.
You know, it's just, that's the reality that people see it, and it's being presented to them. So the whole world is reacting in that manner. They're saying, "Ooh, things are looking good, boys. We're all going to make a lot of money."
Basically, that's what's going on. Yeah. True.
The cells are gone.
Cells are gone. Yeah. Bullish boys. Yeah. Oh, so what do we have more here? So, what do you think? How important is personal connection? Let's say example with your favorite pair. You know, let's say
Forex pair.
Yeah. Let's say you're trading with gold. How important is the personal connection between you and that particular pair? What is your favorites?
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah. What do you think about that? Or
I think it's valuable because it gives you're personally invested, which means you're gonna pay more attention, and you're gonna all the little things that would normally get missed because you're focused on that thing. It's your favorite.
Yeah,
You're gonna notice, aren't you?
Oh yeah.
So, I mean, personally, gold is my favorite, and well, I don't know.
Like I have one example here. It's like, let's say you and your best friend. Let's say your best friend is gonna be the forex pair gold, and you're not going and disrespecting your best friend principles or how your best friend is living his life. You're not going and disrespecting. Same thing with the trading. You're not going with the gold and just disrespecting gold principles. And that's why I think the personal connection between you and your favorite pair is very, very important, because otherwise if you disrespect, then gold is just gonna crash you or something like that. You get stop out, and then you're very bad and deep places in your mind, You have to, you have to respect how gold is moving, how gold is doing that, because that's what the gold is. And if you go in there with mindset, I need money, it's gonna destroy you.
Yeah, stick to forex if that's what you want to do.
Yeah, it's gonna destroy you. That's why the personal connection with your favorite pair or your number one pair, for me, is the oil. It has to be very smooth, respected through your own personal life principles too. How you're living your life, that's how you are looking at pair, and you're respecting, and you build together. You and the oil. That's it.
So what you're saying is you're describing yourself as black, thick, and slow.
Why not? I mean, yeah. Come on.
Yeah. You also have to be careful as well when you have that personal investment with the commodity, because that can also blind you.
Yeah, of course.
Isn't it? When you love somebody, you kind of forgive their faults.
Yeah. I see that point. I see it. Yeah, that's why the question is good.
Yeah.
Yeah, you still.
In general, it's. I believe it's healthy. It's healthy because your interest, your interest in that particular thing is sharpened.
Yeah, true. In that particular moment. Yeah.
As long as you have the discipline not to be, not to think it's a honeymoon.
Oh,
it's a marriage. It's a marriage, not a honeymoon.
That's a good one.
Yeah, it's a marriage, not a honeymoon.
Yeah.
I mean, I personally, I through everything I've learned from you and from what I've learned myself is, I'm a commodities person, but that's because they're real things.
True. Yeah.
I mean, I hate things like futures markets and all the shit that's in the charts in the trading world. I think it's more than enough time that it needs to be gotten rid of. There's been so much fuckery with the charts, with the trading world.
Oh yeah. Oh, it's unbelievable.
It's like theoretical physics at the moment. They're putting bullshit on top of bullshit on top of bullshit, and everybody thinks it's real.
Yeah, true. Oh wow, that's true. Yeah.
It's nothing. I mean, trading should represent the real world, objective reality. That's what trading should represent, because that's what trading is.
Yeah.
But that's not the way the world works at the moment, and all we see is manipulation.
Yep. Manipulation.
And it seems to me the more trading we're doing, or learning for me, I should say, the more I'm seeing the manipulation. It's kind of I keep trying to see what is the OG pattern underneath, and it's always like, if I'm putting in trades, I get stopped out every time because I'm too early. I'm making the right trades in the right places. 90% of the time I get stopped out because I'm in the wrong place.
Even the right direction.
Time frame.
Yeah.
And that's because of all the manipulation. You know. I suppose. Oh, let's go back to the OG. 1 + 1 = 3.
Oof, that's OG.
That's how I see the charts. That's how I see the chart. You know, it's at that angle, like that, slowly going up, increasing and growing. There's growth.
Yeah.
Growth equals life.
Yeah.
And that's what we see.
True.
We don't see that in the charts.
Nah. Come on. True, yeah. Yeah, that's...
You know, you plant a seed and it grows. You build a business and it grows.
Yeah.
As the world grows, the thing you put value into, like gold, it grows.
True.
It grows in value.
Yeah.
But we don't see that.
Yeah, the market makers are like, short boys, let's buy back. Short boys, let's buy back.
That's how they make their money.
That's how they
don't make their money investing. They make their money in fucking with everyone.
True. Yeah, that is 100% true.
Yeah, they know where the market. They know 1 + 1 = 3. They know the market's going from here to here.
Yeah.
And all they do in between those two places, they just use their strength to bully everybody.
Yeah, true. Yeah.
Push you off a cliff, wait till everybody falls, and you pick up the pieces at the bottom. And when the price goes back to where it was, you've got a pocket full of money.
Yep.
And you've left death and destruction behind you.
Oof. Yeah.
That's what they do. There's no need for it. All it is to create money for themselves.
Wow.
Doesn't help anybody.
True.
I mean, an interesting way to trade, I think, would be, we toyed with the idea, and it's almost something that we include, and that's trade the manipulators. You know, if you can see the places.
Yep. True.
Wait an extra couple. Wait an extra couple of candles, or wait for the next movement, and you know exactly what's going to happen.
Yep.
If you're absolutely sure it's going to go here, wait and go the other way.
Yeah. What we have? I have.
By the way, boys, don't listen to anything I say. I'm a complete amateur and beginner at this. I won't be for long.
What you think about psychology and philosophical connection between trading and human minds? What that question is pop up in your mind?
I think you ask me the question again.
What you think about psychology and philosophical connection between trading and the human mind? Can you find some similarities maybe?
Now, you've asked me this question before and we've talked about it.
But basically I don't have more questions, to be honest. I just write something down in my mind
to get it started.
Yeah, because when we're gonna upload the video, so for audience and Discord community, everyone who has some more questions about the next podcast, write in the comments or write in the Discord, me or somewhere, and then I'm gonna ask those questions. We're gonna put SuperGuru. We're gonna put HappyGuru on pressure here.
This is gonna be fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, boys, think of some questions. Let's have it.
Yeah.
Because Professor Doji and I, we've had hours of fun exploring all these questions.
Yeah. This is gonna be just start. We're gonna start somewhere, and we're gonna build after that. So
Well, nobody has the answers, do they? I mean, that's the whole point. We said it earlier.
exactly
The answers don't matter. It's how you get there.
how you get there, the path where we're walking.
You know, if you have a strong discipline when you explore, then you can see where your mistakes were.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you just randomly do shit, you're not going to know where you made a mistake.
Yeah, and you forget it.
And the more you do things in a certain way, the more it becomes a muscle memory. The more it becomes foundational, and you use it all the time, and you put it in your back pocket as muscle memory, and then you move on to the next thing to make it sharper.
Yeah.
But if you keep doing those same things the same way, you might find down the path you come to a fork in the road, and you're going to have to go back into your muscle memory and look at it again. You think, oh, was I right?
Yeah.
You've got to keep back testing for those that muscle memory.
Yeah, and every time
Because we don't know everything. That's people tend to have this idea that when they succeed at something, they've made it.
Ooh. Yeah, that's a hard one.
Well, you know,
but
winning isn't the name of the game. It's how you play the game.
Yeah. That's what most people see in this world. It's like trading. Let's say, for example, trading. They see that trading is like the ultimate goal. But if you understand the trading, then you understand there is so much more behind that. So much more to discover, and then the trading is just become a tool for you to go further.
Well, that's your side, isn't it?
Yeah.
I come from the other side.
Yeah.
I mean, you could say the same about anything in life. You know, the patterns of human behavior are the same no matter what it is you choose to do or what challenge you're presented with.
Yeah. Oh, but we are 42 minutes in, so I think let's have a stop and let's...
Yeah, that was good. 500 subscribers, man.
Come on.
Zero to hero, literally.
Zero to hero. Yeah. Maybe you have a few words in the end for community traders.
Yeah, traders. It's been great seeing your questions and comments for Professor Doji. The way everybody is asking questions and curious and interested in this, I don't know. It's a different way of looking at trading, I guess.
Yeah.
Everything you see online is all about the words and the strategies and the, you know, all the Gucci boys.
Yeah. Gucci shirts.
But this is our way, and this is what we're exploring, and it seems to have value. I mean, it definitely has value. Whether we're any good at it or not is another question. But it definitely has value.
Yeah.
And Professor Doji brings me comments that you write, and we sit down. We talk for hours about this stuff, and we move forward, and then we see what happens the next day.
Exactly. Oh yeah. So we're gonna finish right now here. And yep, if you have questions, leave in the comments or in Discord, and we see every single one in the next video.
Yeah. Nice to meet you all, and let's go.
Yeah.
Whoop whoop.
Whoop whoop. Yeah. Thank you everyone, and see you next video. Ciao.
See you later.